All right, pit crew chief is feeling better over the flu.
No.
What are we doing, buddy?
No. Nothing.
We're gonna finally put our carburetor spacer on. I had to order some 3-inch studs off Amazon, pretty cheap. Things like 11 bucks. So that way we get to try our spacer out that we did all that work on. See if it helps our low end RPMs out, gives a little more 60 foot.
Daddy, you take this with my
I forgot how little plenum area this intake is. I think it's small. Maybe that's the reason why the WIN 7515 accelerator intake has a power band. They say it has a power band from like, I think I want to say it's like 15 or 17 to like 65.
Stay right there.
It's a pretty good intake. I think the spacer is going to help me out a little bit. All right, good news, bad news. Good news, got the 1-inch spacer on. Bad news is I had to run the small air filter because the 3-inch tall hits the hood. So until I get the cowl hood on here, I'm gonna have to run the mini filter, which is okay on the street. I don't use a filter at the track anyway, so that's actually one of the things I wanted to try, is actually try a filter, see if it helps or it hurts. I'm sure it, you know, according to Engine Masters, the small one does hurt a little bit, but the salad bowl, I believe it was, actually gives you power. So I might think about trying to make a salad bowl when I'm at the track, once I have clearance with the cowl hood. Alright, next update for the LX is the B&M Transpac shift kit. There's about 7 or 8 different shift kits out there. Through all the ones I looked through, this seems to be the one that is according to the reviews, seems pretty good. There was another one called Bowman, I believe is the name of it, and I was going to go that route. It was a little cheaper also, but the on the website it said that they don't support, basically they don't do customer support for shift kits if you're putting it in a standard valve body. But if you're putting it in one of their valve bodies, then they do customer support. So that was a kind of a turn off. So I just decided to go this route. Alright, I got the plate off, the old plate. This is an extra valve body that I had off of an old AOD transmission that I had, that the overdrive band was just starting to slip. So I took the transmission out. I didn't want to spend the money on rebuilding it. I just got me another AOD. And anyways, this is the valve body out of it. So everything looked good. I didn't see no metal shavings or nothing like that in here. And I actually changed the fluid in this thing, in this the transmission that this came off of. Changed the fluid in it, hoping that it would help the slipping that it was doing. It was slipping just a little bit, but I knew it was going to get worse. So I just went ahead and took it out and got another one. So this valve body should be good. But what I was getting at is all the fluid in it was still red, and it didn't smell burnt or anything. So it has been sitting up for about 3 or 4. Let's see. I guess it's been about 5 years now. So there's a separator, the stock separator plate. There's the pieces that came off of it, and there's my instructions. So instructions are pretty detailed. Let's see. Pretty detailed. They're just, this is like my only time to do it at night when it's quiet and everybody's sleeping. I can concentrate. That's where I'm at now. Taking the separator plate, the stock separator plate off. Now I got to take all the check balls out and all that. So we'll see how this turns out. I've never done this before. I don't think it'd be that big of a deal, but we'll see. Ain't no turning back now. Definitely ain't no turning back now. Fun, fun. Alright, so I got the transmission pan down. Oh, I'm sorry. I wish. I got the transmission pan loose. All the fluid drained out of it. But I forgot that this header on this side is keeping me from dropping this side of the pan down. It's getting caught between the transmission housing, the transmission case itself, and that flange, header flange. So I have to loosen the header just a little bit, enough so I can like kick the bottom over. What a mess. I'm getting it though. Man, got the header down, got the pan off. Pan's right there. I got me a bath just a minute ago. Nice and red fluid, that's a good sign. No metal. Ow, damn it, my knee. No metal, so transmission seems to be healthy. Alright, so the only modification you have to do to the actual transmission itself is the 2-3. Let's see, what's it called? The 2-3 actuator, I think. It's a C-clip. You have to pop this out, and then you have to. You don't have to, but it's good to put the new O-rings that they supply and the upgraded spring. After that, you put this back in, and then the valve body is ready to go on, and everything back together.
I don't need to.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna help you.
What you got? Oh, you got your toolkit?
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
Put it right here.
Okay. Hey, you need some shoes on though, okay? All right. Looks like I got some help. All right. Got the valve body up. Got a couple of bolts caught. I used the alignment pins that they said to use. This one and that one. Got them caught. I just got them snug. I still got to put a couple more bolts in. Hardest thing was getting that spring back between there, getting that lined up on the shifter indicator, and getting the TV cable pressure valve all lined up at once by yourself. All right, transmission pan is back up, and I just got to clean all this up with some brake clean. If I don't run out first. Oh, clearance up right here where it was touching that side of the transmission pan. So, got to do that. Got that done. Now I'm just got to clean all this old transmission fluid up off the exhaust, so when I crank it, it don't smoke the house out, because I'm cranking it in the garage and make the fire alarms go off and all that drama. Plus, I don't want to smell the crap. So, I've been at it since about 12 o'clock today. It's about 12 o'clock now at night, 11:30, somewhere around there. So, and I got work tomorrow, so hopefully this thing turns out good. Wish me luck. Alright, getting ready for the first fire up. Since the shift kit's installed, got the helper. I got the back jacked up, the wheels off the ground, so I let the transmission spin to make sure everything's going to feel like it's shifting before I take it all the way off jack stands. Once I get Jackson out the way in a safe spot, I'll crank it up and let it run through the gears. Alright, fired it up. Got it in gear with my foot on the brake. Let's see what happens. I don't know. Hopefully, seemed like it got first, second. I don't seem like I can get it to go in third, but maybe it just needs to be driven and warmed up or something. I don't know. Test drive this thing really quick. See what the heck's going on. Alright, I got first, second, third, no overdrive. I made a TV cable adjustment and we'll see what happens. Alright, TV cable adjustment didn't make no difference at all. Only thing I can think of, y'all, is that valve body must have something sticking in it. Like, I can't drive it like this. I can't drive 3,000 RPM in third gear for miles and miles. I literally have to get up to 75 miles an hour, put it in neutral, and then like put it in drive, and then like bump in overdrive. But as far as like getting up to speed, going through the gears and getting it to go into overdrive, you can forget about it. It's not happening. So I knew I shouldn't even mess with that valve body. I should have just used the one that came out of this thing. But I was trying to have it ready whenever I dropped it to put it in to save time, you know, but yeah. Alright, I got the car back in the garage. I'm about to put it back up on jack stands. I'm not going to fight it. Like, I should have knew better. I'm kicking myself in the butt. But you know what? We live and learn. Shift's great though. First, second, third, like just the way I want it. But no overdrive, and I can't drive it like that. I just can't. I mean, I can, but I'm not. You know, that's not right. So, trying not to let it get to me too bad. But it's it's my fault. If I would have just used the valve body that came out of it down there on that white pad, it would have been fine because it ran fine with it in there. So I just took that valve body out of an old transmission I had. The overdrive was burned up in it. The overdrive. All the other gears work, just the overdrive slipped when you put it in overdrive. So I took it out. I figured the valve body would still be good, but apparently not. So no need to whine and complain about it. Let's get back to work. Alright, got it back down. Got the pan back down. I was looking at everything. Everything is lined up the way it's supposed to be. Everything's good. Even the TV cable pressure valve is hooked up. As you see, I'm moving it. Everything's good. The selector is in the right spot right there. Everything's good. It's just not. It's just this valve body. I think it's got some sticking valves are not being used, and I just probably shouldn't use it. It's okay. It's no harm, no foul. I'm just gonna have to order some new valve body gaskets, and I'll take my springs out that was in the kit that I put in this one, and transfer it over to my one that came out this transmission, which I should have did to begin with, but I was trying to delay the time down with this being my daily driver, so I'll just have to drive the GT for a couple of days. I'm in the process of trying to order tires for my blue truck, so I could at least start driving that one some until I can fix all that's wrong with it. The things we do to go faster, I'll tell you what. Alright, going in and try this thing. Just got it all back together after staying up till 3 a.m. and getting up this morning a little earlier than normal, getting it together, give it a try. Wish me luck. Alright, I got the e-brake on, just barely giving enough drag, and I got my foot on the brake. Let's see here. Neutral, drive. Second. Third. Overdrive. Alright, first drive. Letting traffic clear both ways before I go. Cold car is still kind of cold, but for the most part it's okay. Alright, I just got it in drive. Let's see what happens. here definitely bumps. Alright, so I'm just going to put this little clip, I'm going to make this little clip to put in on the end of this video. So I don't want to make this whole shift kit install make it seem like, bam, it just went together, that I had to drop it one time. No, I had to end up dropping that thing 3 times. First time, y'all saw that it was only getting first, second, and third after I first initially installed it. Okay? So I took it back down and said, man, it's got to be the valve body. But in the process of doing that, I got to looking at the instructions a little bit more, and y'all probably saw in my community post that I was probably having some issues, or that I was having some issues understanding the instructions of this B&M shift kit. Well, it turns out the stock separator, my stock separator plate had all 4 holes, A, B, and then there was 2 C's. It clearly said to drill 2 C's, which I did. But it also said that if your stock separator plate has the slots and holes, use them as templates, but only drill 2 holes. So I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? It was just a twister. It threw me off. So long story short, I tried to drill those 2 holes, those other 2 holes. So I drilled 4 holes total. So that was not right. I got it back together, it got overdrive, but it just did not shift really firm at all. So I had to drop it back down, and what I did to fix that was I threaded those holes and I put plugs in them, little threaded Allen screw plugs. So check this out. So, see if I can get it. That's one. Don't mind the scratches. That's whenever I drilled it, I tried to deburr it as much as I could. It's smooth. Like, it's nothing. There's no deep scratches there. So I threaded it in and I filed it smooth. Nothing. And then here's the other one. Filed it smooth. Let me flip it. Smooth. And smooth. So it should work out with Loctite. And then smoothed it out. So I'll put a little clip in of that here. Once I got that done and put it back together, it was good. So technically, what I should have just did was change the valve body, keep the separator plate the same, and it would have been good. But we live and learn. I called Holley, which, if y'all don't know, that B&M is owned by Holley now. I called them. They couldn't give me any help at all. They didn't know. All the techs got like confused of it also, of the instructions. So that about made me blow a fuse. So long story short, I got it figured out. If you're installing this B&M shift kit 40027, I believe the number is, I'll put a screenshot, and your stock separator plate has all 4 holes, A, B, and the 2 C's, only drill the C's. Don't mess with the A and B, and you'll be good. So there's that. I just wanted to put this out, in the video, because I was so irritated along with, while doing that I didn't even video anything. I was just so aggravated and outdone with it and ready for the nightmare to be over. So anyways, thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.